Okay, this video just basically to let you know what our plans are. Christian Rescue Coalition, I had started it. I had made contact with several countries that bordered the rise of Islam as it spreaded. I had sent out a kind of a memo about how they were infiltrating countries and destroying the infrastructure and challenging the governments. I had started putting together a list of churches that we were going to be involved with, and then I pretty well got shut down. So this is we've got a friendlier environment now and should be able to proceed without any problems, and so we're gonna get moving with this again. We're real close to a repurposed military base, so we got plenty of area that we can find and utilize as we get the funding. As far as our daily operations, this is well beyond my skill set, so God's going to bring the people we need. We need people that have run these nonprofits. We need marketing people. We need spokespeople. We need internet web design. We also want to develop an app that we can use to stay in touch with the people that help us. That'll keep them up to date as far as our operations, and then they can donate to whichever operations they feel moved to participate with. We want to try to form a base with as many churches here in our country as possible. Then we want an office that works with other governments overseas that still identify themselves as Christian. Some of these countries will take refugees, just like I would imagine we will as soon as we get everything turned back around to where we put the constraints back on the Muslim countries and open them up for the Christians again. These refugees can be a big benefit to some of these countries that border these Islamic areas. They speak the language, they understand the mindset, they've seen the tactics, so they can help them in their security, in their planning. They can help with intelligence, deciphering information. There's a lot of benefit they can be to other countries. So one of the things we wanted to do is build a underground railroad in the areas bordering these Islamic strongholds, with individuals, churches, established methods of communication. One of the things we want here at our main office is we need Arabic Christians to help develop a website that would be used to share information, an app to go with that, possibly some covert type programs, games for communication, for giving information about where to go and how to proceed. That's one of the areas we want to concentrate on. Another area is with logistics. We need people that are familiar with transportation and with basic logistics. We want to form relationships with the shipping companies. These large ships travel the world. Sometimes if they're in a port and we've got a few people that we need to evacuate. They might be able to take them on board. Same thing with the aircraft companies. We need a relationship to where we can communicate and move quickly on things. So we also want to have offices in these nations that we work with that can be a focal point for the churches in that nation to communicate with us, to help us, to share information about the refugees we got coming, and maybe setting them up in their country or helping them get to ours. We need to vet these people so the methods they use to communicate with us are also a vehicle for us to watch and learn about them, to be sure they are who they say they are, check out their fellowship. That's one of the areas that we're going to need Arab-speaking Christians for. We want to hire, eventually we want to hire retired or prior service special operations people to work with us in some areas that I can't discuss. There's some techniques that we're thinking about using that we just basically cannot talk about. We need to get approval to use it to make sure we're not infringing on or stepping on toes. So there's a lot of things we cannot discuss, and then even after we get set up, we're going to have people that are going to have information they're not going to be allowed to share with others within the organization. So don't be insulted. Just know it's for security reasons, to protect the people we're trying to save and the people that are trying to save them. We're entering a period in history where the violence upon our brothers and sisters is going to be increasing, and we've got a real short window, a small window of time to operate in to affect whatever difference we can in the lives of our brothers and sisters, which, make no mistake, we are responsible for them. It is our job to watch out for our brothers and sisters, and that is before we take care of and watch out for anybody else. Our first responsibility is to our brothers and sisters. So, that's what we want to concentrate on is our website design, fundraising, getting the churches here in the country behind us, organizing with transportation and shipping companies, establishing contacts overseas, working out a underground railroad for moving people from areas where they don't feel safe to safety. And then we want to formulate a capsule of people that are going to work on extracting people from dangerous areas, and possibly even sending people in to help secure communities that are in dire danger as war moves through their region, to help protect them until friendly forces can reach them and move them out. Sometimes there's just too many people to throw on a bus or a plane, and that doesn't mean we're not responsible for them. It means we need to try to help them in any way we can. But when we're involved with this, we need to communicate and get the approval of the government, follow whatever restrictions they put on us, and hopefully we'll eventually have a working relationship with the military, and through the people that we hire, be able to communicate with them and work out the details of this. So this is our plan. If you have any skill set from office management to fundraising to computer skills, website design, communications, writing, if you're Christian, if you're an Arab Christian, and have any skills that you could help us with, I'd ask that you pray and communicate with us. You can communicate with us at endtimeamerica@gmail.com, endtimeamerica@gmail.com. Let's get this ball rolling. God will bring the people we need. Like I said, this is over my head. I had planned on being out in the field, trying to work some of the details of this out and trying to put people back here to manage the home front and the management of the company. This is not going to be a nonprofit that people get wealthy from. We're going to we're going to follow the old rules of maximums that we can pay out. We are going to have hazard pay and some different things that could increase the amount of money you get for going into areas that give an increased risk. So if you feel like you want to participate, believe me, we need you. Pray about it. Pray about how you can help. One way you can help support me as I put this together. In the meantime, while I'm trying to get everything organized, and we're not organized as a nonprofit yet. We have the corporate papers, but we haven't filed for the nonprofit. I didn't get that far last time. I was having problems, and I don't think they'd have given it to me anyway. They were going after me so hard. But I got a book that I published, Piracy Survival Guide by Captain Michael Pierce. You can buy that. That'll help me out and give me the money to get some of this other stuff going. But pray about it. Be in touch with me. Send me an email about what you'd like to do, what you think you could contribute, and let's go from there. I'll try to post some type of a video every few days to keep everybody up on our progress, and we'll go from here. Thank you. God bless you, and you'll have a great week.